Alright, here we are back in Eternity. Let's talk to Lantea.
Ms. Lawson, I'm glad you've made it. We've had a complication.
What happened? Is Ariana all right?
She's fine, but you listed a man named Niket as your trusted source. He contacted me, warning that your father has sent Eclipse mercenaries to make a sweep. He suggested that the Mercs might be watching for you personally. He's offered to escort Oriana's family to the terminal instead.
What information do you have about the mercenaries?
I've confirmed that they're Eclipse, and that they're working for an organization Ms. Lawson warned us about. I could try to alert the authorities, but so far they've done nothing illegal.
You made the right decision. We'll handle this ourselves.
You didn't mention anything about Niket.
He's a friend. He and I go back a long way.
Do you want to bring in any of your other Ilium contacts, Ms. Lawson?
No. You and Niket are the only two I trust on this.
Making changes now could be dangerous. Are you sure you can trust Niket?
Absolutely. He's one of my oldest friends. I trust him with Ariana. Lantea,
That's a
we'll follow
mistake.
Niket's suggestion. Shepard and I will take the car and draw their attention. Have Niket escort the family to the shuttle. Give him full access to the family's itinerary, just to be safe.
Understood, Ms. Lawson.
So the plan is for us to get shot down by Eclipse while your sister gets to safety?
Eclipse will be under orders to take my sister alive. They won't risk anything that could kill us.
I'm ready whenever you are, Miranda.
Huh.
Thank you, Shepard. I appreciate this. I hadn't planned on Eclipse, but they never planned on you.
Such a mistake to trust Niket, but then again, Miranda also made the mistake of not telling him everything about, the situation regarding Oriana. That was also her big mistake. Well, her second big mistake. Her first mistake, she made two big mistakes, not necessarily in a particular order. She trusted Niket with this, and she didn't tell him everything, which led to him betraying her. I told you guys we're going to be taking Legion with us a lot going forward.
Damn it! Eclipse mercenary gunships. They'll be dropping troops in the cargo areas.
Put us down in that cover behind them.
Let's hope they really do want to take us alive.
Hold fire! I said hold fire, damn it! I got this.
Yeah, right. Just because you got a fancy looking armor set there?
Since you're not firing yet, I trust you know who I am.
Yeah, they said you'd be in the car. You're the bitch that kidnapped our boss's little girl.
Kidnapped? This doesn't involve you. I suggest you take your men and go.
Think you've got it all lined up, huh? Captain Inyala's already moving in on the kid. She knows about Niket. He won't be helping you.
Should we be talking to Captain Inyala about this?
You don't want to talk to the captain. She's not as polite as I am. She's the best commando I've ever seen. I've seen her tear people in half with herbiotics. And she's getting paid a lot to stop you.
She gets in my way, she'll never have a chance to spend it.
Wait, Miranda, you said she was your twin sister.
That what she told you? No, this crazy bitch kidnapped our boss's baby daughter. He's been looking for her for more than a decade.
It's complicated, Shepard. We share the same DNA, just not the same birthday.
You took a baby from the richest guy in the galaxy, lady. I don't know what your damage is, but you're not getting away with it.
I'm giving you one chance to leave. That's more than most get.
Captain Inyala ordered us to give you one chance to walk away. This whole time we've been talking, my men have been lining up shots.
You guys clearly don't know who you're
When I say
messing
the
with.
word, we unleash hell in your squad. So I suggest you walk away nicely.
Love this interrupt here. A lot of good that armor did you, pal. I love that guy's reaction. Oh? He was just so shocked by that.
Targeting order processed.
Grab cover! Son of a bitch!
Combat drone.
Watch the fire!
Huh. Alright. Legion, use your rifle.
Acknowledged.
That's your powerful weapon, man. You're supposed to use it.
Come on, we need to get to Niket.
Affirmative.
Firing now.
Hostile engaged. Order received. Close
behind you.
formation.
Team 4, do you read? Team 4.
Hang on, I've got one of their radios. I'll patch us in, see if I can get an idea of what we're up against. Shepard, I think I owe you an explanation. Oriana is my twin, genetically. But my father grew her when I was a teenager. She was meant to replace me. I couldn't let my father do to her what he did to me. So I rescued her. She's almost a woman now.
Let's reiterate this point. Miranda's father is probably the most evil person in this setting. So, this whole, you took a baby from the richest man... Anyone who would know anything about Mr. Lawson would know we did her Oriana a favor. Because, oh my gosh, this guy is awful. The fact that she says that he grew them, just, ugh.
I can understand choosing to go your own way, but you stole a young child from her father.
If you knew my father, you would understand. I wasn't the first one he made. I was only the first one he kept.
Oh,
I was
that
brought up with
line.
no friends,
Oh.
pushed to meet impossible demands.
Oh.
I wasn't a daughter to him. I don't know what I was. Oriana has had a normal life. I made the right decision.
I wasn't the first he made, I was just the first he kept. Gosh, if that does not speak volumes to about the type of man that he is, I don't know what is.
Sounds like your friend Niket might be in some trouble.
If they've got to Niket somehow, this is going to be harder than I'd planned. According to the specs I reviewed, we'll need to cut through the cargo processing yard to get to Oriana.
I hope your friend can be trusted.
Absolutely. Niket is one of my oldest friends. I guess you could say he was my only real friend. He's the only person I didn't cut ties with when I left my father.
Is there a chance your father could be using Niket to get to you?
I'm sure he's tried, but Niket's one of the few people who understands what my father is really like. I trusted him with my life when I ran from my father, Shepard. He won't betray me now.
Unless he's told that bit about, apparently the people in this mission think stealing a baby, regardless of who they're, taking the baby away from, is the most horrible thing you could possibly do.
Let's go find Niket and Oriana.
Right.
Because that little bit of info is all he needs to hear to just turn on Miranda just like that. And it's like Miranda said, it's like she said, if you only knew my father, you would understand. Where she's like, I wasn't a daughter to him, I don't know what I was. Uh-oh. Don't shoot me while I'm trying to hack. Please don't do that. If they shoot me while I'm trying to hack this. Okay. We're good. Hold on.
I see you, Shepard.
Ah! Woo!
Very nice.
Oh, come on! I hit him in the helmet. You're telling me he survived that shot? That's...
Emergency shields engaged.
I guess this sniper rifle doesn't really do that much damage, even if you do hit the
Under
helmet.
fire.
I would still say it's a sniper rifle and you hit them in the helmet, come on. But whatever. It's like, come on, take cover. What are you waiting for?
Target contact.
Down! Get ready to burn! Taking fire!
This is Inyala. Keep the bitch back. The cat is nearing the transport terminal.
Man, they all just love calling Miranda that. I'm surprised that at some point during the mission, Miranda didn't just stop and just yell, "Stop calling me that!" But, I don't know, maybe she's just used to people referring to her as that. She just kind of ignores it. Like, whatever.
This is valuable.
Right. Automated flight summary. Targeting order process.
Rerouting power.
Nice.
He goes.
System failing. Rerouting power.
How many nets you lose? Just stall them, damn it.
Yes!
Unlimited. Rerouting power to shield.
Perfect! Enemy down! Night, night.
Targeting order processed. Arrow.
You'll pay for that! Friendly down! Area failing!
Unlimited.
Got him. Again, don't feel bad about taking down any of these guys, because we all know how they each earn their uniform, right?
Divert everyone except my guard from the cat. I'll handle him and the kid personally.
Damn it, I'm not letting her get Oriana.
This should come in handy.
I was like, I knew there was something to, like, either loot or hack in this area. I was like, I know there's one here. Where is it? I almost went the wrong direction. More credits.
Trouble ahead.
Automated flight weapon ring. Acknowledged.
Understood.
Target contact.
Here we go.
Assistance.
Go get him, drone.
Combat drone engaged! Consider
Oh, look at you. Using your own
Mission
drone.
ready. Grab cover!
Reinforcing shield.
We've been spotted.
Ready for next target.
Come on.
Nice.
Automated flight weapon ring.
Head down!
I was hoping they were going to be right there. Just drop it on top of their heads.
We can cut down through the cargo line.
Burning them all. They're on fire! What?
Eclipse operatives have attempted to delay you by disabling the elevators. I am overriding their lockdown.
Targeting order processed.
Engaging hostile!
Mind over
There we
matter.
go!
Successful headshot.
There we go.
The cat has reached the terminal. He'll switch the family over to our transport.
Niket? But that can't be right.
Yep.
Maybe the captain knows we're listening in, and she's feeding misinformation about Niket making a switch.
Elevator music.
Or maybe it means something else. Niket wouldn't do that. Damn it, why won't this thing go any faster?
Did Niket know that you took Oriana from your father?
No, he just found out about that recently. It was too personal to involve someone else. I never really thought about it, but maybe... No, he'd have to understand why I did it. He knows what I went through.
The message on the radio seemed pretty clear.
He wouldn't betray me. We'll be at the transport shuttle in a moment, and we'll clear this up.
If she had just simply told him all the info and not kept some important stuff from him.
Listen to me. I've got authorization to change their booking.
I'm sorry, sir. We're under security lockdown. Until the situation in the cargo terminal is resolved, no passengers can be rebooked.
This isn't worth my time, Niket. I get paid regardless of how the girl gets there.
No. I was told that I could handle this my way. We're not traumatizing the family any more than we...
Of course, watch how horrible Enyala is here.
Miri.
This should be fun.
Just shoots her in the back.
Niket, you sold me out.
Ugh, come on. There we go.
Not many civilians around. We can end this here and now.
Not before I get some answers. Why, Niket? You were my friend. You helped me get away from my father.
Yes, because you wanted to leave. That was your choice. But if I'd known that you'd stolen a baby...
I didn't steal her. I rescued her.
From a life of wealth and happiness, you weren't saving her. You were getting back at your father.
I like how his motivation here, I say like, kind of sarcastically, is he brings up a life of wealth and happiness, immediately assuming that, well, he has tons of money, so of course it would have been a life full of wealth and happiness. And I think, where is it here? One of these, he brings up that he knows what it's like to have been poor. Let's go through this.
How did Miranda's father turn you?
They told me you kidnapped your baby sister all those years ago. They said I could help get her back peacefully. No trauma to the family. I told them you'd never do that. They could go to hell. And you finally told me what you'd done. I called them back that night.
Why didn't you call me, Niket? We've been through a lot. You could have at least let me explain.
I deserve to know that you'd stolen your sister, Miri. I deserve to know you were with Cerberus. But I had to hear it from your father first.
How much did Miranda's father pay you?
A great deal.
Damn it, Niket! You were the only one I trusted from that life.
He knew you felt that way. That's why he bought me.
So you just took his money.
Don't get holy with me, Miri. You took his money for years.
No she didn't. She went to Cerberus to get away from that.
Whether or not you agree with Miranda, Oriana has been with her family for years now.
Her father can still give her a better life.
You don't know what my father wants for her.
I know that I've been poor, Miri. I didn't much care for it.
He wants to take a girl away from the only family she's ever known. Doesn't that tell you what he really is?
It's that line that bothers me. I've been poor. I didn't much care for it. And he immediately assumes that because he has more money, he can give her a better life without knowing the truth about what he did to Oriana, and Miranda for that matter, and what he intended for them. It's such a level of ignorance that just baffles me on Niquette's part in terms of his motivation, that's why he turned, because he assumes because he's been poor and because Miranda's father has lots of money, that if you're rich, well then that just makes everything better. It just baffles me.
If Niquette knows about Oriana, then your father does too. Relocating her won't work.
Miranda's father has no information about Oriana. I knew you had spy programs in your father's system, Miri, so I kept it private. I'm the only one who knows.
Which means that you're the only loose end. This isn't how I wanted it to end, Niquette. I'm going to miss you. Figuratively speaking.
I was tired of talking anyway.
So was I.
Ho ho ho!
They've seen us.
So was I.
Weaken it! Try a little fire! Shoot my neck! Under heavy fire! Let's do it, Eclipse!
Ah!
We need a medic!
We need a medic!
Nice! Get ready to burn!
Target contact.
Burn, Inyala.
Grab cover! Go pick that!
Overclocking kinetic barrier system.
Haha! Just close enough to finish him off.
There could be more Eclipse mercs near the shuttle. I want to make sure Oriana and her family get on safely.
Anything else I can grab in this room? Let's see. There's a terminal, there's a trinket for that side mission. Unlock it. And more credits. And here we go.
I can't believe Niquette sold me out. I didn't even see it coming.
Everyone makes mistakes. I'm guessing that's one you won't repeat.
Why did he make me kill him? He could have run. He could have lied about having the data stored somewhere. But he just stood there. The only loose end. He knew what I'd have to do.
Maybe he didn't think he'd have the nerve to gun him down.
No, he knew. All too well.
Let's get moving.
Right.
I'm actually conflicted about the upcoming part here. Partly because I don't remember if it has anything to do with what happens in the next game, in terms of Miranda's survivability.
No sign of Eclipse. It looks like we're clear.
I don't think it does.
There she is. She's safe. With her family. Come on, we should go.
Here's where I'm conflicted. Usually I would just be like, yeah, if you say so, let's go. However, I'm considering romancing her for this run. And I don't recall if having her meet up with Oriana affects that or not. I don't think it does. So, we'll stick to this.
Okay, let's go.
I like how she momentarily looks over and she's like, hey, wait a minute. Like, she notices her out of the corner of her eye, and she's like, hold on a second. I like the summary here. Miranda's sister and her family successfully placed at location redacted. Mother's new job pays well enough to ensure comfort and ease. Will keep Oriana under observation for her safety only. Miranda Lawson is too valuable to Cerberus, and Oriana's well-being is easiest means of procuring loyalty. Marines loyal to Cerberus and now trust Shepard. Like how that's the part of the summary. It helps ensure procuring her loyalty to Cerberus.
I'll deal with it.
Take pictures.
Here we go.
Touch me and I will smear the walls with you, bitch!
Enough! Stand down, both of you.
The cheerleader won't admit what Cerberus did to me was wrong.
It wasn't Cerberus. Not really. But clearly you were a mistake.
Screw you! You've got no idea what they put me through. Maybe it's time I showed you.
I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but if you choose either of these two options, like, they will, whoever you side against will, like, hate you the rest of the time. Like, anytime, if you side with Miranda, Jack will just, anytime you go down and talk to Jack, she'll just, curse at you and tell you to go away. Not so nicely. I'm censoring what she says. If you side with Jack, yeah, Miranda gets pretty mad at you, so it's always a great idea to make sure you have either of these two choices ready to go.
My opinion is the one that matters. You two keep a deck apart at all times.
She can't be trusted, Shepard. She'll jeopardize the whole mission.
If we survive this, you two can tear each other apart. Until then, save your hate for the Collectors.
She'll survive. I'll make sure of it. Then, I'll tear you apart myself.
You two gonna be okay?
It's a good thing you came by when you did. As long as she does her job, we'll be fine. Thanks, Shepard.
Alright. We'll talk to Miranda in just a moment. I'm just gonna head back up to the Actually, I don't even have to head back up to the... I can just go to deck 1. Which loads very quickly. Because I can just access the terminal to change her outfit. There we go. That all black looks really good on her. Alright, now we'll head back down and chat with her. And if you're wondering, there's nothing else you can get from Jack at this point, in terms of conversations or new dialogue. I also need to go talk with Legion. By the way, stay tuned for the next episode of this playthrough, because the next episode is going to be the one that I've been dying to show you guys. It's going to be Tally's loyalty mission, but with Legion. I'm telling you guys, you do not want to miss that video. Okay, Miranda. Let's... Actually, hold on a second. I don't want to screw this up, so just in case.
Thanks again, Shepard. Taking the time to help me with my sister. I couldn't have reached Oriana in time without your help. And you proved yourself trustworthy. Unlike Niket, I'm glad I got to take him out myself.
Are you happy about your sister's relocation?
She has what I wanted her to have. A normal life, and the freedom to choose her own path. And she'll never know me. Which is for the best. No chance of me putting her in danger.
What's your impression of her? Do you think she's happy?
I don't know. Even if I talked with her, I doubt I'd know. I'm too close to her. She's genetically identical to me. She is me for all intents and purposes. I can't look at her life and judge it. I just hope hers is better than mine was.
You know where she is. You can get in touch if you change your mind.
It would be a mistake. I'd be risking her safety for my own selfish reasons. No better than my father. It was never a temptation until I saw her. I'll just have to keep my distance.
It's funny, I think of you as all business. Good to see that there's a person under there.
The mission's too important to let personal feelings interfere. But thank you, Commander. My sister is safe again thanks in large part to you. I won't forget that.
So I was mistaken. It's actually, I think, maybe the next conversation we get to have with her. So... Never
Commander,
mind, but let me just double check.
What can I do for you?
Alright, so I already have the upgrades.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Of course, Commander.
Alright, so it's gonna be next time. Now let's go chat with Legion. I go, he's like, the floor is so fascinating. There's a funny little thing that Legion can sometimes do if you just kind of like stand here and just, you know, let him be idle.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Topic.
When we took you aboard, I noticed you have a piece of N7 armor welded to you. Where did you get it?
Pay attention to the pieces around his head, his face, as he thinks about these questions.
It was yours. When you disappeared, we were sent to find you. We began where you first encountered the heretics.
Eden Prime.
After the old machine's attack, it was heavily defended. We were discovered. This is the impact of a rifle shot.
How many other Geth were sent out to find me?
We are the only mobile platform beyond the Veil. Organics fear us. We wish to understand, not incite. One platform was judged sufficient.
You've been looking for me for 2 years?
We visited Therum, Pharos, Novaria, Vermeer, Ilos. A dozen unsettled worlds. The trail ended at Normandy's wreckage. You were not there. Organic transmissions claimed your death. We recovered this debris from your hard suit.
Why were you trying to contact me?
You opposed the heretics, those that took the old machines as gods.
All kinds of organics fought Sovereign and his Geth allies. Why am I so interesting?
You were the most successful. You killed their god. You succeeded where others did not. Your code is superior.
My code is superior.
The Geth are listening in on our transmissions?
Organic life reacts to stimuli in unpredictable ways. We wish to learn.
It sounds like you're running experiments on us.
You are sapient life, but not like us. If we can model organic behavior, we can comprehend the Quarian creators. We do not understand their judgments in the Morning War.
What's the Morning War?
The conflict between the Geth and the Quarian creators. The war fought at the dawn of our intelligence. It concluded with the departure of the Creator migrant fleet.
What do you mean by stimuli?
We placed a fabricated story on the extranet that a certain arrangement of stars, viewed from the Batarian homeworld, formed the face of a Solarian goddess. Without waiting for verification, some declared it proof of the goddess's existence. Those who noted the lack of proof were attacked. The arguments taught us much. The experiment ended when a Solarian cult tried to purchase colonization rights to the stars and found they did not exist.
Wow.
That doesn't explain why you use my armor to fix yourself.
There was a hole.
But why didn't you fix it sooner? Or with something else?
No data available.
You saw that, right? You saw how the pieces around his head just kept were moving as he's trying to process the question and try and figure out the answer, but he's like having a difficult time trying to come up with a proper or decent answer, where he's just like, because there was a hole. That's it. And I just keep poking and he's just like, no data available. I just love watching that. His little headpiece is moving around as he's trying to find the data to answer the question, but he can't. Alright. As I said, guys, the next part you have to stick around and check out. We are going to be heading to the migrant fleet to help out Tally, but we are taking Legion with us. Wait till you see how different this mission can be when Legion is there. Stay tuned.